June. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good morning, this is Cafecito and I'm Diane Herrera. We have Yvonne right there behind the camera. And today we have Mr. Hector Villavia. Now Hector, we're going to start with a simple question. I call you Hector Villavia, but I bet you have a last name.
Yes, thank you so much. Primeramente, gracias a Dr. Diana.
No, far from it.
Yes, primeramente, gracias a Dios. Yes, I do have the last name, is Alanis.
Oh, God, I knew that.
But I used to drive the bus for about 30 years. So people call me as Villavia. And this is how I got my name. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So you drove. Yeah, I remember people saying that you drove a bus, and I said, wonderful. That's why we call him Villavia. Now, questions. I'm taking you back. Give me an idea of the neighborhood where you grew up. Right around what were the main streets? What was close by?
Okay, I remembered 37th Street and Commerce, Old 80 and Castroville. That's my stomping grounds on the west side. I went to school at Stafford Elementary, and then Escobar, and then from there I graduated from the one and only Go Edgewood Red Raiders. Thank you so much. Yes.
Let me make a comment here. Do you realize that Hector is very comfortable here with the camera? Do you realize that Hector is loud? Because that's what he does for a living,
yes.
Okay? And we'll leave it at that. Ready?
Yes.
Because you have veteran. Let's start with that.
Yes.
After high school, Hector, did you get a job or did you go into the
Yes,
military?
primeramente tengo tantas ganas de un cafecito. Yes, I did 4 years in the Marine Corps, and then after that, I was looking for a job, and I don't know why I took a wrong turn, and I ended up in Pleasanton, Texas.
Okay.
Out there, I worked for about 3 years at KBLP, where the one and only Willie Nelson started back in the day, the Parker family.
I'll be darned.
I did that for 3 years, and then they converted it into a automatic. So and then from there, I've always wanted to work in Radio Jalapeno La Tejanita back in the day.
La Tejanita.
I remember my mom used to be tendiendo la ropa afuera en el lazo, and she had the radio on.
Full blast.
Oh
Full
yes, como
blast.
siempre. And I was helping her, giving her las tortillas, and I told my mom, one of these days I would love to work on the radio. And then she said, Mijo, that can happen because mexicano.
We'll see.
I said, está bueno, ma'am. But you know what? My dream came true. I've been with KDA for over 30 years.
Wow.
And my parents, they support me and anywhere when they were alive.
Yes,
and this is what I love to do. Primeramente, gracias a Dios y gracias a, well, my lady, Irene.
Of course.
And then KDA. So I love it just like Richard and Diane.
Of course. Question, Bo.
Talk to
Okay, we already went to KDA. Tell me about your disabled vet.
Yes. I got hurt see, people are already calling.
I know people are already calling.
Thank you so much, Kristen. But
Okay.
yes. So I got hurt in the Marines, and I'm disabled but not handicapped. There's a big difference.
Yeah, of course.
So, but other than that, God was good to me in the military. I've had all my duty stations. I loved it. I went to Japan, Alaska, and but I was stationed. I was a Hollywood Marine, California.
Qué chiflado, qué padre tu vida.
Yes. And then I used to go a lot to the Royal Palace.
I know it.
And 50-50 right here.
I know, we were there.
Yes. And then this is where I met my beautiful one and only.
That's right.
My wife. You know, so I was single all this time, but siempre le pedía a Dios que me traiga una rosa. And he did. And the thing is, every time I would go to a Royal Palace, I had to buy my 50-50. And I was El Rey del Royal Palace for
I remember that.
about 3 years.
Yeah.
And God has been good to me and is still good to me. So thank you so much, first of all, for this beautiful interview.
Oh, thank you.
This is my first.
I find that so hard to believe. When I called you and I spoke to you, I said, I can't believe that. Pero mira, okay, pero aquí andamos.
So this is, you know, because God, He's opening all these doors. I've heard about the podcast, but never thought, you know, that I'm here sitting down with the wonderful, gorgeous
Mijo.
Diane.
Thank you, blind child. Anyway, back to the story. You were at Via Via for 30 years?
Yes, ma'am.
You were in the Marine Corps for your 4 years?
Correct.
With KDA, you have been with them already how many years?
30 years.
Golly, man. What else have you done besides Via Via? Did you ever have another little side job here
Yes,
and
I
there?
did. Again,
what did you
God me abrió la puerta, and I've had a TV show for about 15 years. It's called San Antonio de Noche. So I've been interviewed como Andrés Garcia. I don't know if you know about him. Remember when they had La Uña de Gato? It was a big thing de Messina.
Uña de Gato, I remember that.
Okay, so he came to the radio station. Renee, Sunny Asuna, Rubén Ramos, El Pavo Salvador Garcia, and a lot of beautiful people that have passed through my life that has made my life very exciting. And then I met Richie, and you know, he's just a good guy to be with because he knows a lot of musicians, and this is what I like about him. He's like an encyclopedia, and this is why I like to hang around with him because we do what we do with the música.
Yeah, sure.
So, but he's like
Like a walking encyclopedia.
Yes, like an MP3.
I know. Okay, you already explained to us right around where you lived and that you had gone to Stafford, so we know what area your parents lived in. Siblings, we have brothers, sisters. How many kids in the family?
Okay, I had 3. My oldest brother, he went to Edgewood. All my family went to Edgewood High School. Daniel Alanis Jr., he's deceased. And then my middle brother, Eddie Alanis, he's in Kansas City. And then it's me, Hector Villa Alanis. And then my sister, Irma Flores. So we all 3 went to Edgewood, and then Irene went to Kennedy. And it's weird because when I was at Edgewood, and I was into radio and TV, Kennedy was the only school that had
the program.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was hard during football season because I had to change clothes because you know what, Kennedy is green and Edgewood is red. But yes, I did go over there for 2 years. And I loved it. I know. So I've always been into media. Siempre I met como Manuel López el Relámpago, big guy in KBA.
Yeah.
Y luego los sabías, bueno, Paul, que es mi tío. So now Jerry Benavides, he bought the station.
He's got the station.
Yes, and he just kicked it up. He went from AM to FM, and now he's in on the worldwide. So, I mean, it's getting bigger and bigger, and I can't believe, you know, we're in a small place like this, that where you can see this every Friday, right?
It will be as soon as Yvonne fixes it,
Yes.
prepares it,
Yes.
puts it on, then it's on forever.
And ever.
And ever.
Yes,
And ever.
that is so beautiful, los recuerdos. And you know what, si van a hablar, hay que hablar de este programa, porque este programa le trae información,
Yeah.
le trae lo que usted quiera. ¿Para qué estar allá triste? That's right, you gotta listen to
You
this.
see, I retired from Edgewood. Yvonne retired from Edgewood District, the district.
Yes.
And then she called me up. She said, Diana, I'm going to make you a star. Okay, Yvonne, thank you so much. Anyway, you know, and she said, let's start interviewing people from the district. And everyone we have interviewed has been from the district. The only one that we interviewed that was not from the district is El Tacuache.
Oh, sí, Mark Webber.
And the only reason I interviewed him is because he's been performing. He's been playing con el coro y la música de San Martín de Porres
Yes.
for almost 20 years. And I said, he's given to our community.
Yes.
So we went ahead and we took
Wow.
a vote on him.
Good,
So
good.
yeah. So give us your schedule at KDA. Give us your schedule so that our viewers can know when they can see you.
Thank you so much, Sábado. I don't know if you heard of Street Talk magazine.
Of course.
I do the engineering for that, so I go in at 11 o'clock, I get out at 3 o'clock Saturday.
Okay.
Now Sunday, God has opened another door for me, because from 8 to 10 I got 2 hours of gospel music, pero gospel music bonita. Que, you know, si estás triste, porque quieres, porque you always have that phone line, direct line para hablar con Cristo. So, and then on Sundays, like I said, I go in from 8 to 10, and luego, I usually get out about 12. So I got 2 hours. Pero you know what, pura música bonita, así como ustedes que están viendo y escuchando el programa. I love you guys.
So you're on at Ken. Okay, tell me. Probably battery.
Los otros, porque ayudar uno al otro. That's what it's all about.
Yeah. And I know that I saw your staff. I saw some of your the people that work with you at the radio awards because they honored Richard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And now tell me, Richard is what's his last name? Richard
Martinez.
Martinez.
Yeah. Le prestan los calcetines. That was his phrase back in the day. That I think it's still on. Yeah, he's a good
so
guy.
you see, I see your guys. I see your fellow employees
Yes.
at so many different locations. And if there's a super dance, well, y'all are there. Y'all
Yes,
are there.
yes. It's mandatory because my boss, he loves to party and he loves to, you know, unite when it's a family of KD, así como la familia de ustedes.
Yeah. Yeah. You see, and you're out there, and people see you.
Yes.
Because we only know your voices on radio, so when we get to see you, wow, that's him. And because I know some of your young ladies, young ladies, and they'll say who you are, and everybody at the table says, that's her, because we don't see all.
And that is so true, because on the big dance, que estaba the Honorable Richard Music, a lot of people came up, and like you said, we had a tent, and they said, where's the Taquache? Where's Leroy Shannon?
Leroy was there. Leroy was there.
I'm like, that's me. Yeah. So you're so right. And this is why, we go out in the public visitar, and we're just normal like anybody else. Nomás que a mí me gusta más el ambiente. You know what? When I was at Stafford and Escobar and Edgewood, I was a nerd. So I tell everybody in my family I was a nerd. I would sit in front, I would take an apple to the teacher, and the bell would ring, I would get my books and go to the next room.
Go to the next room.
Yeah, I was never, thank God, on a fight. Y nunca me juntaba porque that's what I was. Then all of a sudden, overnight, I got up. And I'm very loud, very loud. That, I like to be seen, heard, and talked about. When we go to Vegas, there's a place they sell exotic clothes, and this is where I get my stuff. You don't see that on eBay or anything else, and this guy knows me already. So I really likes to gamble, and I get beautiful clothes. And I say, because that's what makes a person.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah, and people see you and recognize you, and they know.